back again with another episode of your favorite football show. With the exclusion of the Champions League final at the weekend, now we can officially say the football season is over, guys. What are your thoughts on that?
Yes, we had an exciting football season in all of the top 5 leagues in Europe. Seeing underdogs come out, making a Champions League appearance for themselves. Like you talk about them, that's Bologna, Girona. These are teams that you would never expect on a normal day. City also retaining their title. Arsenal having a strong 4.49 CGPA again, and we hope next time we get a first class. It's been all nice. I tell you, Spanish La Liga, Xavi, it's all good. We'll wait to see how next season would be.
Take heart, Sha. There's a team that finished with 99 points. A team finished with 99 points and didn't win the league. So at least you didn't reach. That one would have been more painful.
So how did the season go for you from a general angle?
Well, considering that my club was not in the relegation zone for the entire season, I think it was a good season for us. But in general, though, I think as always, it was exciting to see football everywhere. We saw goals, we saw beautiful, players come through, beautiful play in general, and all of that. So I enjoyed the season. Although, I'm still one of those people that will tell you that football is dead, and I miss the old days and all of that. I'm not in nostalgia.
Something to argue about another day.
Because he has that kind of club.
Something to argue about.
If you support Real Madrid,
but moving forward,
time,
so across all leagues, let's narrow it down. So which were your best and worst teams of the season, and why?
For the Premier League?
No, across all leagues.
Yeah. I would still go with Manchester United. Yes, they won the league. They won the FA Cup.
As your best?
The worst. No,
okay.
I think
the worst.
It can't be the best. It's for me the worst. It has to be Manchester United.
Yeah.
Yes, they won an FA Cup, but if you look at the season, it's been quite poor. It's the results are appalling. Something you expect better from the team. Finishing 8th in the Premier League. Yes, lowest finish. Even the number of goals conceded. It seems like every season in, season out, United just know how to concede as much as they score.
Yeah.
Thankfully, this time they have at least a goal. Their last season was just 0 goal. No goal difference. So
progress.
Yes, progress. Well, I think I'll go with United as the worst team for me. Then for the team, I feel for me the best is Aston Villa. I didn't see Aston Villa making it to the Champions League. No one, if anyone had told me, if I'd seen it in a dream, I would say that you're a liar.
Someone in our background saw them going to Champions League.
That person should actually proclaim for us next time. We'll believe him. The gospel comes from that person.
Right. I'll make sure he knows.
Yeah.
Big money on that. Well, for me, the worst team that I saw was Sheffield. I don't know what they came to do in the Premier League this season. Just go back. Bro. They keep getting promoted. Bro. It's like Norwich. You get promoted, you go right back because you are horrendous. Conceding 100 goals is unforgivable. 100 plus goals is unforgivable in a top 5 league for me. I don't care what you are playing. I don't care what you're doing. They won just one game, I think, and conceded over 100 goals. What is the point?
No, but if you are angry for Sheffield, a club like United considered about 50.
Yeah, sure.
So that should show you the golfing class. They even tried. They would have, if you are trying to equate
regardless
it.
of the golfing class, 100 plus.
100 plus
no,
goals.
I'm not trying. But I'm telling you, it's
an
atrocity.
It's like they didn't even try. Why were you considering? Everybody was just eating off them. I think the main reason why we had so many players scoring so many goals, especially mid-table players, was because there was Sheffield. Everybody would just come and score hat-trick against Sheffield. Sheffield were terrible, and I thought I'd never see a team as bad as Derby 2007, I think, because that team was terrible. But Sheffield,
your best team?
My best, I think, objectively, Real Madrid were the best team the entire season, objectively. I know that makes you happy, but
no, but the season has not ended, Sha.
But I'm not going to admit that.
You've just admitted.
No, I'm just saying.
Objectively means it's the right one.
But I'd say my favorite team this season is probably Brest for what they did. I mean, I never saw that coming. I had them down as relegation battlers. I had them down as 15th in my season predictions, and they ended up third. that's crazy for me. And they were very exciting. It's not just that they did so well, it was that they did it in a very exciting way, and they used a bunch of players that had been rejected elsewhere or were supposed to be past their prime, like Kenny Lala, like Pierre Melu, right? Luis Melu. And for me, that was special. So for me, and of course, Ligon guy, I'm always going to go for my people.
I think for me, my best team of the season was Leverkusen. The relentless spirit they showed, always,
respect
to them. Like,
until we had a Lukman.
Nobody expect. I mean, Lukman is forgive.
Lukman 3.
No, the Nigerian excellence. There was nothing they could do about it. But for me, take nothing away from that defeat. Leverkusen have been brilliant all season. And for me, my worst team of the season is Bayern Munich. You can't have a player scoring as much goals as Harry Kane and you end the season trophyless.
Yes, terrible.
I don't know how to excuse it.
And they finished third in the league behind Stuttgart.
If someone had ever told me that Harry Kane will go to Germany,
did you see the odds for Bayern to win the Bundesliga? It was not up to 1.40.
And imagine if you had just put it for Bayern Leverkusen.
And they came third. So, well, that's about it. Now let's come closer to home here. The MPFL, like we said a few weeks ago, the best league in the world. As at that time, there were about 6 teams running for the title, but now it has been narrowed down. It's looking 4. It's even looking more like 3 teams.
No, you see, put it 4.
Well, Enugu Rangers 60 points. Then
Enyimba has 56. Remo Stars 56.
So
Shooting Stars has 54.
With 5 games to go, I don't really see them in the picture, but to me it's looking more like between those top 3 sides. And what are your end of the season predictions?
I think Rangers would take this one this season. If you look at the final run of games they've had also one of the highest scoring team in the league too. Having 4 points gap between them and Enyimba with Remo Stars give them a chance to even lose a game and still maintain that top spot. So it's something that, and if you look at the fixtures too, they're going to play Sporting, they're also going to play Enyimba, and then they have a Gombe United, just like Sheffield United. Gombe United is a whipping boys too when it comes to the Nigerian Premier Football League. So
sorry to any Gombe United fans.
No, they know it. It's like they'll be really. Let me not be a prophet of doom, but we know what would happen. So I think I'll be sticking with Rangers International. I think they are going to win this title this time, but they have a strong contender in Enyimba. Enyimba knows how to win this title. 9 times champion. They know how to go on the stretch. We're calling it the final stretch, and we are seeing them pick a result. Yesterday, they won Abia Warriors away from home. Yes, it's a derby. They defeated Abia Warriors 1-0. Rangers did themselves good too by scoring 3 goals.
Man City, they learn work.
Anyway, we'll see how that turns out to be. I'm also going with Rangers. I don't think they won't win, but like you said, Enyimba will not give them an easy run until the final day, and we'll be yet to see how that unfolds. And now it's down to the latest talking point of the moment. Over the weekend, Finidi George released his first official list for the Super Eagles World Cup qualifiers, which will be going on in June. Our first game will be against South Africa, the Amapiano Derby at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium in Uyo. And Finidi George has released a 23-man list over the weekend. 16 players from Nigeria's silver-winning AFCON squad are also in the list. And the big news is the inclusion of Remo star Sadiq Ismail. How big is that for Sadiq?
A big one. Even before the AFCON, when the AFCON list came up, he was part of those players that were listed. People really clamored for him because of how good he is when he has to do with his offensive abilities. He has 12 assists, currently now 13, following the one he gave yesterday for Remo Stars where they lost to Kwara United. Yes, that we call him the Trent Alexander-Arnold.
No, the Nigerian Dani Alves.
Yes, maybe or Dani Alves, any of them.
Trent is the English smile. we need to get this because would Trent get 13 assists in Nigerian league?
Okay,
until he needs to come here to try.
That's the point.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
To show you how good he is. So it's a good call. It's one that he's deserving, especially with the fact that Ola Aina is sort of injured, undisclosed. And so if you have a player like that's Ismail Sadiq that can give the assist,
That's
knowing
it.
that we're in a very poor, not in a good situation in our group. We are Rwanda and also South Africa ahead of us, so we need a win. That game is a must
Nothing
win
more
for
than a
Nigeria.
win.
So it's a good one. Really happy for him. The league is happy because it shows that once you're doing something quite well, definitely those efforts will be rewarded.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cerebroné, this one is for you. One of the big points that ultimately saw Pesero get the sack is that the Super Eagles, we got to the final of the AFCON, but you could see that there were cracks from our midfield to the attack. We were not fluid enough. It seemed like we played in quotes Aram football, also our way up until the final. And people were like, oh, because Boniface is not around, blah, 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 blah. Victor Boniface is now available. Victor Osimhen is available. Europa League history-making Ademola Lookman is also available. Do you think we would see a different looking Super Eagles in attack?
Absolutely. I think that what Pesero did in that tournament, he played tournament ball, first of all. And when you're within a tournament, it's a different feel to like when you're playing qualifiers and things like that. So now we have some, even though it's a must-win game, there's some level of freedom with how you set up, and with the inclusion of guys like Ndidi, returning, that okay, at least you have some assurance in midfield that can allow the attack to really express themselves. I think that also, thankfully, the form of Lookman is excellent, the form of Boniface as well, and just infusing them in there. I'd like to see how we set up really and how Iwobi is used, because we all remember that during AFCON he was not used to the fullness of his abilities, and that affected our attack and kind of just made us look a bit shaky in midfield. So if we have that, and we have these guys coming in also in the form that they're coming, then definitely we should look very exciting.
And on a final note, talking about the Super Eagles, another big news is the fact that Maduka Okoye is back in the squad for the first time since 2022. His last game for the Super Eagles came in a 1-0 defeat to Tunisia at the AFCON back in Cameroon. And after a fine showing for Udinese, he is back. But can he reclaim the number one spot from my Ballon d'Or contender, Stanley Nwabali?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Yes, he merited the call up again. He had a fine season with Udinese. Also helped them to survive relegation. They are still in and that's in the Italian Serie A. So a big time top up to him. He has even won. I know he won Player of the Month and also for the week 2 when he has to do. So it's good he's back, but I don't think he'll be able to take up that position. Nwabali too is not doing badly with Chippa United, and this is a goalkeeper that was there for this team when we needed a goalkeeper. A lot of the goalkeepers ran away. They literally ran away. Maduka Okoye said he was not okay, but we knew that he was fit to come in. So you can't just come in and then take that position for him. But it's going to be contested for all of the goalkeepers. But I'll still stick with Stanley Nwabali. He's trusted, he's tested, and he just has to be there to man the goalpost for the Super Eagles.
And to be fair to Maduka Okoye, he endured a lot of abuse, so it's very understandable.
No,
that
he's not the only one. I'm not saying people should be abused, but he's not the only one that was abused. Even
but he was scapegoated for the exit.
Francis Uzoho was also abused. I'm not saying it's nice, no, but I'm saying for you to be in front of the camera, for you to be a big guy, you have to have that tough skin.
Well, if he felt he wasn't ready to deal with that yet,
he wasn't ready.
It's allowed.
Do you know how Pesero had to start looking? That because he wasn't ready. That's why we're able to find Stanley Nwabali.
But he wasn't even going to be starting anymore.
No, he would have, because if he had come in, Francis Uzoho is there. You have they have Maduka Okoye.
We can argue about whether Okoye was right to maybe rule himself out or not, but what we do know is that for now, Stanley Nwabali is the undisputed starter. Okoye will have to fight his way back into the Super Eagles starting lineup. The Super Eagles will take on South Africa on the 7th of June at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium before they travel to Ivory Coast at the start Felix Ofe-Boigny to take on Benin Republic 3 days later, and we'll be hoping to see the Super Eagles win both games to put us in a good position ahead of the World Cup. And of course, here on Betting Expert, we'll be giving you betting tips and expert insights when it's much closer to those games. So stay updated, stay tuned so you won't miss out on those videos. And now let's go into the one also upcoming and just right here ahead of us. The Euro 2024 is something fans are already looking out for, and of course we already know Betting Expert is preparing something nice for the fans as well, which we would share in some of our upcoming videos. But for now, the talk is about the groupings and what the early predictions are saying. It's less than 20 days now to the Euros, and we already have an idea of what the groups look like. So what are your early predictions? Which teams are you saying like they could qualify? I'm seeing a very interesting group in Group B: Spain, Croatia, and Italy in the same group.
Yeah.
So just give us your general thoughts.
Well, I think that the fact that, because there are 6 groups, we're going to have 4 best third place teams also making it through makes it a lot less dramatic. Because if it was just 2 teams coming out in every group, then you know that it's going to be war. But that gives some leeway to some certain teams in
So
some
quickly, just give us your 2 best teams from each group that will qualify.
Okay. So first group with Germany, Hungary, Scotland, Switzerland. I think we're going to have Germany and Switzerland definitely going through. Then I think Italy and Spain definitely go through. I think Croatia are kind of like not as strong as they were like some years ago, but they always pull surprises, so we have to respect that. Then of course England's group, I think England and Denmark come out definitely. And then the Group D, I think France and Netherlands definitely come out of that group. Group E, I think Belgium and Romania come out. I like the Romanian team. And Group F, I think Portugal and Turkey definitely come out. But I just want to shout out Georgia, who are playing their first ever Euro, and it was such a big deal for them to qualify. And of course, they have the Valencian goalkeeper Georgi Mamadashvili, who is the best Georgian player in the world. Sorry to Maradona, but yeah. I think if they're going to do anything in that group, it's going to come down to how good Mamadashvili is going to be, because they're going to be under fire from everybody. It's a very tough group. But yeah, those are my picks.
All right, so your early predictions, Duchess.
For the Group A, yes, I think these hosts will be able to go past the group stage. So I'll give Germany.
Okay.
Germany, Switzerland. I'm going to pick Hungary because Hungary have been one team that's improved so far. We know how they're even the best third place team when it has to do with the qualifiers. But I will go with Germany and Switzerland. But I still have Hungary as my underdogs in that team. In the second group, we have Spain, Italy, Croatia, and Albania. I'll be sticking with Spain and Italy. I think Croatia would be a bit shaky in this Euros. I don't think they will make it that far. Maybe they could qualify as third place team, but for the first 2 teams, I won't be picking Croatia. In Group C, we have England, Denmark, Serbia, and Slovenia. England will always be favorites in any of the Euros we have, so I'll pick England. Yes, England will make it out of the group. They will. Those are runners up. Come on, they will. Denmark, Serbia. I'm not sure of the Danes, so I'll go with Serbia. England, Serbia is going to come out of that group. We have the next group, which is France, Austria, Netherlands, Poland. I'll be sticking with France and Austria. Why? Because I feel Ralf Rangnick has done something great with the Austrian team, and they're able to nip it ahead of Netherlands. Then we have Belgium, Ukraine, Romania, and Slovakia. I'll be going with Belgium and Ukraine for my picks in that group. Group F. Group F, we have Portugal, Turkey, Czech, and Georgia. I will stick with Portugal and Turkey. Portugal to take it to lead that group. That should.
All right, those are our predictions from our experts, and we'll just see how they turn out to be. For fans looking to get the best betting tips and expert insights on the Euros, you can stay tuned to Betting Expert Nigeria, because we will be releasing more specific videos on this tournament and what you should look out for in the coming days. So don't miss out on that one. And for anybody who is coming across this video for the very first time, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our videos. Of course, we we remain Betting Expert Nigeria, your favorite football show and your favorite place to come and learn how to become a better tipster. And of course, you remember our golden rules. Don't stake with money you can't afford to lose, and always remember to bet responsibly. Ahead of the Euros and ahead of the Super Eagles qualifiers, our trusted bookmaker remains the Betano bookmaker. And don't forget to stay updated with all of the latest news and analysis via this website showing right there on your screen. You can also follow us on all our other social media channels via the handles also showing on your screen right now. And it promises to be an action-packed summer with a lot of football. I think there's Copa America coming up as well, and of course Betting Expert will be here to cover all of the action as they unfold. Once again, it's been a swell time covering football with myself, Cerebroné, and the Duchess of Sports. Until we come your way next time, stay tuned.